Ladies and gentlemen, I am Brock Beard, and here is your starting lineup as they have qualified for the Heluva good sour cream dips at the Glen. On the pole with the new track record, beating Jeff Gordon's mark in 2003 by nearly 2 miles per hour. Give it to the Wild Thing, 2008 winner Kyle Busch. Starting alongside last year's 4th place finisher, Dangerous AJ Allmendinger, has his 3rd front row start of the season. Row 2, the fastest car by far in Happy Hour, belonged to the Tasmanian Devil, Marcus Ambrose. He'll start next to his arch nemesis, the 40 Dominate of Jimmy Johnson. Johnson wonders how fuel strategy will come into play after he ran out during Friday's practice. Row 3, the Destroyer, defending winner Juan Pablo Montoya, and the Rocket Man, Ryan Newman. Row 4, the Rushville Rocket, Tony Stewart may be a 5-time winner at the Glen, but he was a 2-time spinner in practice, hoping for a smooth ride to his first win of the season today. Starting 8th, it's Red, it's ahead, but wants the win instead, the 99 of Point Leader Concrete, Carl Edwards. Row 5, the New Jersey Fury, Martin Truex Jr. has looked very strong this weekend, as has the Darlington winner, Sleek and Swift Regan Smith with his 10th top 10 start of the year. Row 6, Corpus Christi's Bobby Labonte with his best start since Martinsville, and after a gutsy performance and a surprising win last week at Pocono, Brad the Big Keselowski's ready to go road racing. Row 7, Sliced Bread himself, Joey Logano had an eventful weekend that began with this hard hit to the Turn 5 wall while qualifying for the Grand Am Rolex Series. Logano walked away and starts today next to Joplin, Missouri's Jamie McMurray. Row 8, the Professor, Boris Said, gets a James Finch car into the top 15, and next to him, the Amaze and David Reagan fights to get back into a wild card berth following this spin in the inner loop back on Friday. Row 9, a 4-time winner and your runner-up at Sonoma in June, the Wonder Boy, Jeff Gordon, and Casey Citizen Kane in the Red Bull number 4. Row 10, the Warrior from Emporia, Clint Boyer, and the Red Bulldozer of Brian Vickers just made it into the top 20 by glancing the Turn 7 wall in qualifying. Row 11, front row Joe Nemechek is tops among the go-or-go homers in the Ferrari Red number 87. In fact, it's his best start of the year. Starting 22nd, winner of 3 consecutive poles and wins here at the Glen, it's the Mark V of Mark Martin. Row 12, the closer, 2006 winner Kevin Harvick, and mighty Matt Kenseth is still in his primary car following this incident in Happy Hour when Robbie Gordon slowed up in front of him in Turn 5. Row 13, fan favorite Dale Earnhardt Jr. had a spin in Turn 1 during practice, but alongside Casey Mears and the Geico team rebounded from even bigger struggles. After this spectacular engine failure on Friday, they will go to the back of the field. Jr. will keep his 25th starting spot. Row 14, the double deuce of Kurt Busch dominated in Sonoma and was second fastest in Happy Hour, but he struggled in qualifying. He'll be joined by the Biffmeister, Greg Biffle, another big name in the back of the pack. Row 15, the need for Scott Speed, 14th fastest in Happy Hour and 29th on the grid. To his outside is J.J. Yaley in the 3rd front row Ford. Row 16, 2003 winner Robbie Gordon makes the field in his brand new car despite that incident with Kenseth and after leaking fluid during the early stages of Friday's practice. The bright yellow fella Brickyard winner Paul Menard made his Cup debut the day Robbie won the Glen. Row 17, congratulations to the Texas Twister Michael McDowell on his win in a feature race at Black Rock Speedway earlier this week. TJ Bell makes his first road race of any kind since he competed in the 2003 24 Hours of Le Mans. Row 18, a 2-time Canadian Tire Series champion making his Cup Series debut, Go Andrew Ranger in the fast lane number 32. Rookie contender Andy Lally joins Ranger on the outside at the scene of his Cup debut in 2009. Row 19, the principal Mike Skinner makes his first Cup start here since 2002, and driving for Tommy Baldwin, Rapid Ron Fellows had a rocket ship in qualifying, but lost valuable time running through the dirt in the inner loop. Row 20, Hudaman, David Rudaman as the Floridian went for a spin entering Turn 1, and the mayor, Jeff Burton, with his worst start of 2011. Row 21, it's David Gilliland in front rows number 34, and with his worst start of 2011, Denny Hamlin saw a pole run go awry when he broke loose off Turn 5 and slapped the inside wall. Hamlin's crew tried to get the car repaired, but he'll start in the rear in a backup car. And in row 22, all by himself, Texas Terry Labonte makes his 22nd start at the Glen. 3 teams failed to qualify this week. The Buckeye Bullet Dave Blaney in a second Tommy Baldwin car. Brian Simo's run for Dusty Whitney took a turn for the worse after this wreck in turn 1 in happy hour. The 46 team made the repairs in time for qualifying but were unable to make the field. And turn 1 was also the undoing of PJ Jones, who lost a spot in the 43 car field after this slide into the runoff at the start of his timed lap. And ladies and gentlemen, there's your field for the hell of a good sour cream dips at the Glen.